Good morning, David Snyder here. It is the 22nd morning of July 2018, and welcome to my Church of Christ today. We're going to learn about Christ a little bit. I know it's going to piss people off, but I'm not trying to make people happy. I mean, it'd be nice, but I mean, not everybody's going to be happy. So, anyways, this morning, going through a folder of mine, I had this South America image saved for a long time, and I decided to use it because it has this Columbia shape here. Excuse me. It has this Columbia pattern right here. This is Columbia, right? And I always say how Columbia is that desert or that volcano that creates the desert there. So I overlaid the two. That's really all I did. I didn't really try to shape anything, put anything else in place or anything like that. I just kind of put that in the hole there, right? So when I did that, I could kind of see where, you can see something, a line that kind of splits off there, maybe. See that? Anyways, what I noticed is that it puts Copernicus right in place, and I've done this alignment before, pretty much, not with this picture though, and didn't notice the things that I noticed this morning. So we know Copernicus goes here in South America, so that's confirming it's in the right place right there. Okay, so here's the part where Christ comes in. We know Rio de Janeiro is like right here, right? And in Rio de Janeiro, they have the statue called the Redeemer. It's a big, giant statue of Christ. They say it was built there because there was a lot of, you know, trouble there in that area of South America, and they just thought it was a good idea. It's a dumb reason, as they say, but that's not the reason why they built it there. Let me just show you. So I put this here, and I didn't try to. This is not set up to align at all. This just happened this way, okay? Just happened. So I brought up other pictures after I put this in place. These other pictures were already set in place. So here's the lunar south pole backwards, right? This is the reason. I'll show you the reason why this is here in a minute. Now this crater at the lunar south pole is I called this. I'm the one that called it the Christ crater, and nobody ever told me it was the Christ crater, or even the moon was even Christ. Nobody ever told me that. I came upon that myself. I just said, look, this crater is so important because I've seen it in our weather so often. This whole pattern in our weather, but this crater alone was in our weather very often. The first place I ever seen it was in South America, right here next to Rio de Janeiro, right in here. It was the first time I ever seen that circular pattern in our weather. So I called it the Christ crater. My own words, nobody else's, all right? So, anyways, because it was so important, I'm telling you, all around the world, you see this in the weather. You don't see it anymore. They don't show it really well. But anyways, I've called that the Christ crater, and it just happened to fall, centering it right on Rio de Janeiro, where the Christ crater or where the Redeemer statue is. It just happened to fall there on its own, right? And look at the center of the look at this part. I didn't even notice that till just now. Puts it right in there. Oh yeah, that looks good. Okay, so we got that, and then the other thing is like this to prove that this goes here, that the lunar south pole goes here. I have this picture of this super typhoon from 2014 that I call Badass, and it's this is overlaid exactly. Look at see how I got it in the borders. This is perfectly aligned, perfectly aligned. This is exactly where the storm happened. And look at this, right in the center of the. See how it aligns at the lunar south pole? That picture's flipped over. This picture of the moon is flipped backwards. It has to be. So there you go. Look at that. The alpha and the omega. This is the alpha and the omega. What is Christ? The alpha and omega. Right? Puts it centered right there. I mean, that doesn't even begin to say what that. That just points out that that is the Christ crater. I was right about that. That is the Christ crater. No question. You can even see that weather kind of fits that spot. Anyways, the alpha and the omega. That's the alpha. We know that. I've explained that already. And this is the omega. We have this same pattern in the Atlantic Ocean. off the east coast of North America, exactly the same. You'll see this alpha shape, the A shape with this with the curl behind the A. That's the Alpha and the Omega. Right over the Christ crater, right over the Redeemer statue. And also another thing that, I mean, you can believe this or not, but I mean, it's at least 4 years ago. It's been 4 or 5 years since I've first seen South America's weather pattern over this area of the Earth. Right here over the Earth, I've seen South America's weather pattern here before. Right here, right in this spot. I've seen it here before, several times, perfectly. And I mean, I could go way up my list and find the overlay. I'm sure it's there somewhere, but I'm not trying to prove anything to anybody. You can believe whatever you want. I'm just trying to share it with the people that already know, that people that have an open mind, people that aren't retarded. And well, I shouldn't say anything about that. That's not nice, but anyways, it puts the Alpha, the Omega, and Christ crater all in that spot. It all puts it together just by lining up that spot right there in the desert in that area of South America. That's all I did. And it's just like the other picture from the other day that I did over this of North America. The New Madrid. There's the New Madrid because they show a big spot right there. All I did was align it over the spot, the desert, and look at the shape of the blue. Oh, they did that. That's USGS. This is USGS's picture, not mine. And look at how just lining this up over the desert, how this all fits Asia. Look. You can't tell me that's not the same exact thing. It is exactly the same thing. That shape is exactly identical to the entire plateau, that whole area of China. Identical. So anyways, that confirms it too. And I could sit here and confirm it all day, but I'm just trying to point out it's Sunday. We were learning something about Christ today, and there you go. That crater is the Christ crater. I mean, I've taken pictures of you look up pictures of Christ in a circle. Just search for Google Images, Christ in a circle or whatever, where he's got like an angel on each side and he's standing in the middle. They fit that crater perfect. That crater shows, if you find the right picture of that crater, it'll show like the same thing that Christ picture shows from ages ago. I'm telling you, that's the Alpha and the Omega. I just showed it to you. So anyways, have a good Sunday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thank you for watching. Till next time.